In 1941, the women's services were formed and I chose to join the Army, or AWAS, Australian Women's Army Service. My dad was Army, and in 1942, with the fall of Singapore, he was missing in action, presumed prisoner of war. I lived very close in Bond Beach. I was billeted at home, which pleased my mother because I was issued with extra food coupons and a living at home allowance. I had started going out with a young soldier, and on seeing a photograph of him, my mum remarked that he looked like an old pen friend of hers from the First World War, a British Army bloke called Selby Adams. She explained that he had written to thank her for a knitted balaclava she had sent, and they had corresponded for some time until the war had ended. This surprised me no end. The orderly warrant officer back at camp was a British soldier named Selby Adams. Did I have the nerve to face him? The next day I went straight to him and asked, "Sir, you served with the British Army in World War I?" He answered, "Yes, Private." I asked, "Sir, did you receive a knitted balaclava from Australia?" He answered, "Yes, Private." I asked, "Sir, did you correspond with the knitter and thank her?" He answered, "Yes, Private." I asked, "Sir, was her name Doris Jones?" He answered, "Yes, Private." And I was able to say, "Well, sir, Doris Jones is now Doris Woodhead, and she is my mum." He gave me a very warm smile and said, "Fancy that." Knowing that Selby Adams and I would be with a convoy group travelling to Sydney, I arranged a short stop to meet my mother. And I had the wonderful pleasure of seeing these two old friends meet. He bent and kissed her cheek while she stood on tiptoes and asked him, "Please look after my girl." A couple of minutes later, we were back on the road, and I had one of the loveliest of memories.